Well, while the bowlers are in their warm-up phase, let's thank Revolution Lanes and Fun Center, our proprietors Brian and Jackie Manini, for hosting this event. We have other sponsors to thank. We have JDR Electric, C&M Trucking, Miller Tires, Storm Bowling and Brunswick Bowling, Berkey Turkey's Pro Shop. Please visit their website at btbowlingsupply.com, and the Northwest Senior Missouri's Bowlers Tour. We are live at Revolution's Lanes. We are behind lanes 11 and 12, calling the live action. I'm Monty Smith, and this is my partner, Rhonda Brown.
Yes, I am.
And we look forward to an exciting match here between Ryan Burks, who is the Berkey in the Turkey, and Trey Myers.
It's Trey Myers. Both parents are here.
Trey Myers' parents are here watching him bowl.
As well as Ryan Burks' parents.
Trey did some collegiate bowling with Baker University. Ryan Burks, a few years ago now, bowled with Calumet College of St. Joseph.
Just outside of Chicago?
Yes, ma'am. Just outside of Chicago. So we have two experienced college bowlers here. Ryan has bowled a number of tournaments, Open Championship a few years ago in Syracuse. Ryan did very, very well, finished high in singles, doubles, and in all events. He also made it through the qualification of the USBC Masters when it was in Syracuse, made it into the match play bracket, and he has bowled in a number of high-level events, cashed in the PBA regionals, has done very, very well. And presently, he's focusing his attention on his pro shop business. I think he's been in business for about 3 years now.
He has, him and Dan McCook.
Dan McCook, and that business is sprawling out. He's got a lot of customers coming down from Iowa.
We made the screen.
And it looks like we are getting ready to get our match underway. So Trey Myers is up on lane 12 with his first frame. Well, an excellent shot, and he leaves a pesky little 9-pin on that shot.
See that again, I
yes,
bet you.
we're going to see that on the replay, and I bet you we see a ball cutting through that deck, making a big old left turn.
Trey
can get out of the way, and well,
it did.
Yeah, that bowling ball was finishing
right
over the 8-pin. So still considered a bad break.
And nice spare.
He spared it up. So very important here just to get that first frame out of the way.
Practice.
Well, Ryan with a very similar break there. I could see the ball rolling dead over top of that 8-pin and leaving the stone 7 in the first frame.
Don't we call that a ronda?
Well, we do call that a ronda because my partner here, Rhonda Brown, she likes to leave that kind of shot frequently when she bowls.
Yeah.
The difference being is Ryan's ball was dead over the 8-pin. A lot of times you perplex me because it splits the 8-9 and you leave that same shot.
What can I say? But Ryan picks it up handily, whereas every now and again I miss.
Well, Ryan threw that rocket down there and took that pin out. It might have nailed it to the back of the pit.
Maybe, perhaps.
Second frame. So the only match in the bowling center right now is the one right here on 11 and 12. You may hear some pins dropping in the other parts of the house. Since the match play has eliminated a lot of bowlers, we have some open play on the low end. But here's Ryan in the second frame. And carries with lower 7 on lane 12.
7. Go down, go down.
All right, 2 good shots. Spare and strike for Ryan Burks.
We have a future left-handed two-hander down the lanes while Trey prepares for his shot.
There you go, good looking at instant replay there. Ball deflected a little bit, but definitely sent enough pins over to that 7 to knock it down. Oh yes, very nice shot there by Trey Myers. All right, our match is
Nothing
dead
left on
even.
that deck.
Match is dead even.
It is. Unless a donut shows up, I think this is going to come down to the end, and I'm predicting that early on.
That has happened in so many of these matches, even with the donut. The matches have been within 10, 15 pins, and as hard as these conditions are, 10 or 15 pins, the swing is very, very easy, and it happens very quickly.
All right, let's wait for Trey now.
Third frame.
Rather light. He didn't like it.
Well, he came up out of that shot just a little bit, and I think it just caused the ball to run a little longer down the lane. We've seen that all day long, where the bowling ball comes, the right-hander comes in a little behind the pocket, and they leave it at 2-pin. I think he just got, yeah, you can see it there. It just didn't quite turn the corner. At the bottom of the shot, he just seemed to come up out of it a little bit. Oh, Trey, little skinny jeans there, and he carries that shot for a spare.
Trey's been quite the spare shooter the last couple of days. He finally admitted that there is one 10-pin that got him.
To miss one 10-pin on a condition like this over the number of games that they've bowled, that's excellent bowling. All right, Ryan Burks needs to strike here, take the lead. Got it going a little straight, I think. Ryan kind of blocked the shot out. I could watch it on the monitor, but I just really didn't get a good look at what happened. It just didn't look like it turned. No, it went dead forward, and looked like he just may have gotten behind it just a little too much, maybe gotten a little too much ring finger into the shot, and just never tipped over.
Let's see what he can do with this shot. He can be pesky.
If he can spare this up, we're all even. Well, excellent shot, and unfortunate break. Okay. Time to collect yourself. Put that shot behind you. Go through your routine. Make one good shot right here.
Positive self-talk. Throw the ball.
Started left, jammed it in the pocket, leaves the 4-pin. Okay, he cleaned this up.
Ryan spoke last game, and he's not giving up the pocket.
No, I commented earlier in the match play finals here when we had Ryan on a featured pair that sometimes when lanes get real tough, his response is just to throw a high, hard one at the pocket.
Trey's up.
Big shot here for Trey Myers. Been throwing the ball good all day. He's been living in the pocket for the last 2 or 3 games. We got to see him bowl. This looks good. Oh my goodness, a little high. He tripped. Oh, look at that, and he collapses it. Collapses the 6-7.
Can you believe that? Late, but gratefully welcomed.
That's a big break there for Trey Myers. When you get a break like that, you get a shot, somebody might say, that was luck. Well, okay, it was. You know what you do with that?
You put another good shot
right,
on
you put another good shot right on top of it, Trey.
That's exactly right.
Let's see what Mr. Myers can do. There it is.
1 pin left on the deck, and Trey is a happy camper.
Well, best thing for Trey right now is just to keep his mind clean, relax, breathe, and get out of the way so he can see the ball go through the pins. But he had it all blocked out on us there.
He doesn't watch Ryan. His game is different, one-handed versus two-handed.
Yeah, well,
Just keeping
Trey's
his
letting
head.
it roll off the gutter with all those revs, and Ryan's trying to overpower this tough shot. That's a better shot there.
There
you go, and he gets a 5-pin out. That wasn't a high hard one. He went a little softer with that shot. Well,
5-pin gets knocked out.
Be a good idea for Ryan to strike right here.
It would be.
In the 6th frame to keep the pressure on Trey. Trey's in a position that he can throw a couple more strikes, he can run away with this match. Ryan was walking it out.
He was, but it deflected. It went over the 9-pin, so let's see what it looks like when they bring it back to us.
Well, from what I could see from that shot, it was quick, but the ball came in. He had a lot of energy transfer, a lot of kinetic energy going on there, and he just blew the pins off the deck using the sidewall.
Double certainly helps because Trey is on a move here. Let's see what he does.
This is a big shot in the match. Missed that, a little high, a little help from your friends, not enough, but got that 9-pin out, and that certainly made that a much easier spare shot.
It did. Your favorite spare, I know. 3, 6, 9, 10.
Well, I'm pretty good at making it, but I hate that I leave it. I usually leave it when things maybe aren't going that well, or when I have a good string of strikes, and then that's
bad count on the last strike.
Yep, bad count on your strikes. I don't know.
Oh,
hard way.
Hard way indeed.
But spare's a spare.
Little rotation, flip at the end. It works.
All right, so through 5 frames, Trey has 107. Through 5 frames, Ryan has 78, 88 with count, so we're pretty much an even match right here. You can assume Ryan gets a good count on his next shot. Trey is up in his 7th frame. A little left. Got that ball down a little left. It just looked like he didn't get it down the boards. Maybe tugged it just a board or two, and right through the face it goes. 3-6-10 is considered a makeable spare. I think the average for the pros is about 65%. So not an easy shot here.
No.
But that doesn't mean anything to Trey. Put it right down. So he went 3-6-10, 3-6-10. We have a 100% conversion rate for Trey Myers.
Tell that to Lane Talk.
Tell that to the math teacher to my immediate right. All right, Ryan Burks, 7th frame on a double.
Looks great.
10 back, perfect shot for Ryan Burks. Well, we have ourselves a match here, folks.
We sure do. Ooh, split it. 8-9 split.
Well, Ryan can take the lead
Through
here
the
with the
pins
strike.
well, and he sure can.
Gas that one. Oh, and he got it to go.
And the 7-10 fell out at the end.
Yeah,
The windshield wipers.
7-10 went down quick, but that ball definitely, you can see the ball finishing over, favoring the 10 pin.
Yeah, it can be tricky now.
Got that 6 hopping up out of the gutter.
Ryan's
the day.
got 4 in a row.
Well, that was a big shot there for Mr. Burks, a big shot in this match.
Gives him a 4-pin lead in the 6th, but he's got strikes falling, and Trey's got a 7 spare.
Trey needs to strike right here to get back in this match. Good shot.
Looks good.
Yeah, he carries it lower. That one was going a little forward as well, but he had enough angle to kick out those pins.
He's getting a little serious, though. He took a step to the right, but he didn't want to celebrate it too soon.
I was talking to him earlier. I was talking to his dad earlier, and Trey's just trying to keep that mind clear.
Right.
Trying to get that clutter out and just bowl.
Exactly. He's done a good job at it.
He certainly has. Trey's dad and I were talking about the 5 inches between the ears. That's
Yes.
so important.
It can make or break a game. All righty. Does he like it?
He likes it. I liked it off his hand, and the only thing that didn't like it was the 10-pin.
There's a 6-pin not doing its work and just saying nanny, nanny, boo-boo.
Now let's see what we got here on the replay. Trey thinks he has it. Look at that ball, just goes a little straighter. Wow. Ball just, I think it lost half an ounce in energy, and that's what it took to get that 10 to kick. Didn't happen. All right, needs to make this spare. Oh no.
10-pin, number 2.
Well, that's unfortunate because he made a really good shot. Didn't carry that shot.
It's a pivotal point.
I thought he was a little. I thought he just got that started a little left. Not a 10-pin shot. His other 10 pins he made today, he was a little more right at the arrows than on that shot. All right,
So it
Ryan.
looks like he's just opened a window for Ryan Burks and see if he's going to pop on in with this.
Big shot here for Ryan. I think it's good. Oh, pesky.
It is pesky.
He must have missed that a little bit at the bottom. I was trying to watch the shot on the monitor and didn't really get a good look at his hand. I thought it was going to come up a little quicker, but sure did not.
He didn't quite get into the pocket. He's on the back of the head pin and side.
We've seen that too. That's just that 2-pin combination we've seen all weekend on this 2022 Masters pattern.
It's critical here.
Oh, excellent shot. Well, that was a big moment in the match right here because
Trey has a 202 max that he can get, and Ryan has a 2.
Well, let's see. Ryan's got 186, 190.
26?
Ryan can open here and shoot 2-0 and force Trey to strike out. It still may not be enough. I'm sure Ryan's interested right here in throwing a strike. Then we don't have to worry too much about counting pins.
Exactly.
High hard
Likes
one.
it.
He just he threw the high hard one on that.
He just jammed it in the pocket.
Just reminds me of the, the old days of Major League Baseball and Nolan Ryan saying, "Hey, I'm going to throw you a fastball down the middle, and you're not going to do anything but miss it."
And that's it.
That's
Ryan's
what he did.
got the game.
The Ryan Express.
Trey has thrown such a good day. 2
Trey
days.
has bowled so well today. What did the late Billy Whaley have to say?
Spares are scoring opportunities,
And we've seen that throughout this event.
missing that 10-pin in the 9th frame was crucial, although Monty, that Ryan has that 196. Trey would have only had a 222.
Well, and I think Trey's going to think back on that 10-pin. He's going to think I threw exactly the shot I wanted to throw, and I didn't carry it. There's just not too much you can do. And,
right.
that's part of the game of bowling that all of us bowlers hate, and that's just the way it is, and we have to learn to live with it.
Good news for Trey is he's going to go home with a nice little check.
Well, and this experience, it's hard to get this experience anywhere else unless you go out and bowl on a PBA.
Exactly.
And certainly I would encourage Trey to go out and bowl some regionals. especially the way that he bowled here today. He showed us and he showed everyone that he has lots of talent, and he should go out and try a couple tournaments when the PBA regional tour is in the neighborhood.
I wholeheartedly agree.
And wouldn't be surprised to see him do just as well there. Uh-oh.
It's all right.
It's all right, Trey. Hey, well, that was a very exciting match here. Congratulations to Trey Myers, fourth place finish for Trey Myers out of 111 entries. And a lot of bowlers in this field, or top players and bowlers in this field that have PBA regional titles. Zach Rhodes was in this field, and Zach has an eagle from the Open Championships.
Ryan Powers was in this field.
Ryan Powers was last year's champion, and Ryan Powers is still in this tournament, is he not?
Well, I saw him taking equipment out of the bowling alley.
Maybe I haven't talked to him.
But he may have just been cleaning up a few loose ends.
He may have been.
Because we know he just liked purple and pink balls.
Well, he's last year's champion, and followed Ryan and seen him bowling at a number of high-level events that are broadcast on the internet, seen him bowling in some PBA events. He's a fine bowler. Looks like we're getting ready to set up for our next match down on 15 and 16.
So it looks like Ryan Burks is going to meet Daryl Kaiser. Let's see if our crew can get us over there so that we can give some.
Well, I think if we can get a camera feed set up behind there, we can call it from the monitor right here.
Right.
Step down out of the high top chair here and stretch my leg for a minute.
I've just looked down to lane 21 and 22, and that is indeed Ryan Powers down there, waiting the winner to the Ryan Burks Daryl Kaiser's match.
So he is in the hunt to win this thing again this year.
He is.
Brett, if we can get a camera down on that pair, we can call it from this TV screen up here.
I don't know if I can. Oh, we can shoot it from here, yeah. He can shoot that, and then he can shoot from
Okay.
So. Yeah.
That'll work for us.
Okay.
Looks like there is a plan in play.
Well, while our finalists are taking their warm-up shots on 15 and 16, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Revolutions Lanes and Fun Center, Brian and Jackie Menini proprietors, Berkey Turkey's Pro Shop. Visit their website, btbowlingsupply.com. We'd also like to thank JDR Electric, C&M Trucking, Miller Tires, Storm Bowling, Brunswick Bowling, and the Northwest Senior Missouri's Bowlers Tour. I'm Monty Smith and my partner Ron Brown. We are here on King Hill Avenue at Revolutions in St. Joseph. Our semifinal match is going to be Ryan Burks versus Daryl Kaiser. Now, Daryl Kaiser had the highest qualifying three-game series of 7-14. For a lot of people tuning in, that's going to sound like, well, I shot 7-14 in my league last week. Well, you did. I'm sure you did. Congratulations. I'm sure it was some fine bowling. But here, we're bowling on a 1.8 to 1 ratio certified sport pattern. It is the 2022 USBC Masters pattern. It's a 40-foot pattern. About 32 1/4 units of oil. Most of the oil is in the front of the pattern. Heavy in the first 8 to 10 feet, and then the oil gets buffed down the lane, and the transition is quick and the transition is nasty, and this is a very difficult pattern. If you miss a little bit to the left, you could actually, if a right-handed bowler, clip off the 7-pin. If you miss a little bit to the right, you could gutter. And what we've seen today, bowlers, is they have left a lot of 2-10s and a lot of 2-pins. I've seen more 2-pins left today than we have 10-pins. Just the ball gets a little long, comes in behind the head pin, and just can't kick anything out. So a lot of low-scoring matches today, a lot of matches that have come down to the 9th and 10th frames, and it comes down to who can convert a spare or a tough split. And a couple times we've had opportunities for bowlers to strike out, determine their destiny, and it's just awful hard to get 2 strikes on this pattern because any error in your timing, your arm swing, your release, your finger pressure is going to make a difference in how the ball reacts down the lane. So we're waiting to get our camera trained on the pair, but it looks like Ryan Burks is going to step up and get us started anyway on lane 15. Oh, slightly out of camera view, but you can see that Ryan left the 3-6, 9-10. Tough shot coming out of the gate. There we go. We got our control room, and they trained the camera for us. So let's see if Ryan can convert this tough spare. Well, he made a very good shot at it. Could not get that sleeper 9-pin to fall. All right, so Ryan with a 9 count in the first frame, and Daryl Kaiser is up on lane 16. Daryl looked like he came a little left there on that shot, which isn't unusual on this tough pattern, but he left himself a single pin, 6-pin, and should be able to convert that.
Yeah, Daryl's been waiting quite a while now for this match.
He has been being in the winner's bracket all this time, and he's been sitting around a lot. He hasn't had competitive bowling going on. Ryan's been bowling hard all day long to get here, and I don't know. We'll see how that works out. All right, covers that 6-pin without any trouble.
Daryl contemplating the pins, going through his pre-shot routine. Ryan Powers is off to the side, practicing.
Second frame for Daryl Kaiser. Goes Brooklyn. He carries that Revolution's Brooklyn.
He did. 10-pin, though, the last to go.
You have to wonder, Rhonda, I mean, Daryl's trying to play that inside line, and we've seen that the entire tournament. Some bowlers can get in there and play that, but they seem to have to make a little better shot than going down the boards, and Daryl hasn't been bowling all day, where Ryan's been at this all day long now, and his body's in tune, and I'm just wondering if Daryl, even though he's an excellent bowler, if he's just a little slow coming out of the gate here.
I'm sure you're going to see Ryan won't give away the pocket if he can. Avoid it.
Well, he smashed it, but he didn't get the strike.
He'll spare this up.
Oh, I'm confident he'll make the spare. Ryan Burks for the spare conversion.
Good job,
and he knocks
Ryan.
it down.
So we'll see what Daryl does to answer. Daryl is actually only 2 frames in, but he's clean.
Well, and that's big because he's This is not easy. This is not an easy condition to bowl on. You know, your league shot, your recreational pattern shot guides the ball to the pocket for you. On this shot, there's no help whatsoever. Big shot here for Ryan. He certainly wants to strike. It's not a must strike, but it would be nice if he did. There's that shot. You miss just a little right, or you get it going too much forward, and
It
just
doesn't come up.
doesn't come off the break point. So makeable 7 count, but doesn't seem like Ryan has anything yet on this pair. Doesn't really seem like Daryl Kaiser has anything yet on this pair either. So see who can find something first.
I think that'll be the key.
Either that or they're going to grind hard the whole game. Because right now nobody has a pocket.
Good shot for
Okay,
Ryan.
there you go, Mr.
Good
Burks.
cover.
Covered it up.
Let's see what Daryl can do to
Well,
keep adding the pressure.
He needs to get the ball to the right. He hasn't gotten the ball to the right yet. And the trouble with getting the ball to the right, if you get it to the right one board too many, it ain't coming back
Correct.
at all. I mean, he can get a 3 count.
Yeah, just push right through the 6 pin and
We've seen it several times today. Still struggling with that. But 9 spare, 9 spare. It's a good frame.
indeed.
Okay, 6 pin attempt. Oh my goodness.
And there's an open frame, so that pretty much erases what Burks had in the first frame.
Well, I can't see the numbers from here.
Let's
but,
see what I can do for you.
Certainly evens this matchup.
Kaiser has 48 with that open in the third frame, and Ryan had 26 pins in the second, but he's got the spare that he's now working. So at this moment, I would say advantage Burks.
Well, we'll see what we've got here from Mr. Kaiser. He's got another ball through the face. Just can't get the ball down the lane. And,
This is becoming interesting.
we were seeing this. I saw this out of Mr. Kaiser in one of the qualifying blocks yesterday, not the one where he bowled very, very well. One where he had a little bit of trouble, and he seemed to experience some of the same ball reactions. He could not get his ball to the right, and when he left a couple spares he should have made, and he flagged them. So he needs to focus here. He needs to make this spare.
Well,
And
good
he
job.
does.
So Ryan's coming up in the fourth frame after having a spare in the third frame, and we're going to see what happens. Daryl has 48 in the third, and he's working the spare, but we'll have to wait to see what he does in return. For now, it's Ryan. Oh, 6 pin.
Another ball on the head pin. It's like both bowlers are having a hard time finding a pocket here.
So it could come down to whoever opens the most.
I'm just trying to think, Rhonda. I think 15 and 16, as far as league bowling, 15 and 16 is a pretty good scoring pair, but it certainly isn't given any forgiveness here on this pattern.
There, Ryan spared it up. So Ryan has 45 in the third, 55 without the extra count in the fourth. So we'll see what Ryan puts on top of it.
Well, this could be which bowler can find a way to throw a double. Could be
It very well could be.
a big shift in this match. Oh my goodness, there's that 210. Wasn't that bad of a shot, just a little slow off the point, did not create enough angle into the pocket, and there's that 210.
Well, we need one. We need the count. But how cool would it be if he spared that baby up?
Well, he might, but that ball was really slow off the point, so I think Ryan needs to, if he just got it going a little forward, and he does tend to do that from time to time, just needs to make a hand position adjustment.
So Ryan Burks in the 5th frame has 72 pins. So 72. Daryl Kaiser, who's got the 48 with a spare in the 4th, and we're going to wait for what he puts on top of it for the extra count.
Well, we lost our screen, but I see a nasty looking split there.
Oh, is that the big 4 that I see?
No, I think it's the 3, 4, 6, 7.
Still a mess.
It's a tough shot. He can make it.
This angle that almost looked like a 10 pin. Ah, there I can see it. Let's see what he does with it.
Well, he gets 2 out.
He gets 2, so we've had a split apiece. Daryl Kaiser has 72 now in the 5th. And we are tied in the 5th frame.
Wow.
With 2 opens.
We got us a 5-frame match.
We sure do.
Well, we're starting anew here at Revolution's Lanes and Fun Center in the 2024 Missouri Masters.
We said this was going to be interesting.
See Ryan bring a different bowling ball down to the
I do believe so.
out of the return.
You know, we just have to remember, all these games don't have to be winning. You just have to have one more
You have to
stick
have
than
one,
your
one
opponent.
more than your opponent, and you're good. We're not here bowling for high average. Got that one right, and it stayed right.
He didn't like it.
Well, that comes back to what we were talking about, and it just seems that yes, some bowlers were able to get in and play that part of the lane, but you had to bowl a little bit better, I think. And although we're dead even here, and everybody seems to be struggling, but it looks like straighter is greater, and that's usually the case.
Let's see how it goes. A little slower. Oh,
Yeah, good
such
shot.
a good effort.
From this angle, we could see how the head pin really got over in front of the 610. It looked a lot closer than it was, but he still made a good shot at it.
So Daryl has 80 in the 6th now with that open. Let's see what
Oh,
Ryan
yep.
can do.
Well, Ryan's making a ball change. Well, there's the 2-pin, but there's nothing with it, so that's.
Yeah, he didn't post that shot. I know that's a result. So
Looked like he was trying to generate some ball speed on that shot. He probably just got a little bit ahead of it and didn't get, his timing hasn't matched up yet. Throwing the ball hard was not the best option most of the day. Ryan does like to launch it at the single pin, so
he's not going to mess him. He's not going to have any room for his ball to decide to hook at the end.
It's hard to hook when the ball's in the air. And
Exactly.
About 20 feet
Well,
down the
it
lane.
doesn't hook in the air. That was a question on a test for a gold level coach one time.
Well, it doesn't hook, but it does rotate.
There you go.
So
That's a different
may,
thing.
It may flare. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, but that was what we were told in school.
That is true. So, technically,
Well,
Ryan
needs to stay clean
has
here.
a spare and he needs to stay clean.
Leave something you can make and make it. go.
So nice.
Well, that was a big shot right there.
That came through nice.
He can put another one up. He's in good shape.
Good
And
time
Daryl
for
Kaiser
that.
was applauding when Ryan threw that strike.
Well,
so.
because Daryl can appreciate it right now. He'd like to see some of those
He
too.
would. Well, I had the occasion to interview Daryl after his block, and he's a very humble man and very appreciative of the group of bowlers that he travels with. They go to a lot of these events, and they support one another, and they're constructively critical of one another. And pretty good group of bowlers here that Daryl Kaiser runs with.
Well, they do. And Daryl answers with a strike.
I think he got that Revolutions Brooklyn if I picked it up on the monitor correctly. Here we go. There it is.
It still says X on the scoreboard.
It certainly does.
Now, Daryl was talking to one of his friends, and so I understand, like, you telling me a story back in your PBA days that the people weren't so willing to share and coach.
They
And
didn't share nothing with you. They wanted to watch you fail so they could take your money.
well,
That's how things were in the 1980s.
but Daryl and their buddies were like they were a team.
Certainly. It's exactly how they act. That one's out there. Well, that's the best shot he's thrown of the match, but that's a little bit of a changer there. That's a nice double.
That's the first double.
Well, look at that. That's about at the 9 board at the Tracers, and excellent shot for Daryl Kaiser.
So Daryl Kaiser
So,
has 80
Well,
80 pins in the 6th frame, but he's working that double now. Ryan has 92 in the 6th with 1 strike, and maybe it's his turn to answer.
no, I think Ryan needs to throw a strike right here. Daryl ain't going to go away. And there it is. He carried that little bit of a mixer. Counted about, I think that was 7 in the pit. There's about 3 on the deck, but a big X on the scoreboard for Ryan Burks.
Oh, it deflected. Did you see that?
Look at that 4-5-7, and he collapses it. Looked like a pin went up into the table and then came back down there in the pit.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned 1-3-5-9
Yeah, it
strikes.
looked like an old rubber ball strike from the 1960s. Some man out of St. Louis, Dick Weber, I think it was. He made a fortune throwing that light hit like that.
So Ryan's answer to a double is a
Oh
triple.
my goodness! Here we go. Now this 5-game match has become. Now we got a high score in 5 frames.
Exactly.
Before we had a low score in 5 frames in the tie. Let's see what we got going on here. So well, we know Daryl Kaiser can put some strikes up. We watched him do it. Had that 7-14 series in qualifying. They had a sweeper here on Friday night on the same pattern. He shot a 268 game. He had the front 8 going, and the entire sweeper stopped. It was like the 1970s in league when somebody had 9 in a row.
So it looks like this could be to the first one. Go to the first one who keeps striking versus the one who does not.
And there it is.
And this is getting tense.
Now we got a good one.
We sure do. So let me see. Daryl's got a turkey 3-bagger, and he's got his last 3 shots. I don't believe, since Ryan was ahead before, that he can shut Ryan out.
I think if we keep striking, I think Ryan wins by 2 pins.
I think so.
I thought about bringing my binoculars, but I thought people would think I was crazy. They think that already, but that would just confirm it for them.
I'm glad that was a rhetorical question. Here it is.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there it is. Fall. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what a shot by Daryl Kaiser. And the 10-pin is defiant.
The 10-pin, I swear, got to the optimum 9 degrees.
Well,
but apparently
something came from the other side and nudged it back up.
My geometry must be a little bit off.
Well, I think that was rude.
Crude and socially unacceptable.
Unbelievable.
How's that possible?
I thought he was going to messenger that out. We have a guest here in the booth, and it's one of Daryl Kaiser's buddies from their bowling group, and that's okay. We were just talking about your group and how you support one another. All right, Daryl, you need to cover this up.
Okay, Daryl, fill it up.
Wow.
Now, it's all interesting. We're going to see what he does. But we talked all 2 days about it's nice that Ryan is going to be in the position to either win or not win. And it's all on him. So it's his story
Well, we've
to
said
make.
for every bowler, any competitive bowler, all they hope for is to be able to step up in the 10th frame and win their match. They control their own destiny. You don't have to worry about somebody else making a bad shot. But, wow, it's tough. You control your own destiny and you leave a 10-pin like that.
It is true.
Well, carries that fill shot, but Ryan still has to come through here.
He sure
This
does.
is not stay behind the foul line and win. He's going to have to execute a good shot.
I believe he has to have the first one.
And he threw it through the face. I don't know where that leaves us.
I think we're in trouble. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Ryan has 150 in the 8th. I can't see it.
Oh, I can't see it.
Okay, there we
His
go.
patented rocket.
So
Well,
he's
his
checking it
body
out.
language doesn't look like
Is lost.
it's
So
lost, but I'm sorry, bowling fans. I just cannot see the
All right.
score.
Ryan won. I think he's got one. Okay, that's just what I can see. So let's make sure.
Yeah.
I believe in the 9th he has a 170.
This is
That's a spare. That would make his 180. And this is just his nice throw. I hope I'm not wrong.
Well, he put 10 back on it, so we'll see. Well,
There it is.
Daryl Kaiser's very gracious with his congratulations, and I think I'm going to go online and place a heavy bet that Ryan is going to win this tournament.
Yep. The booth is confirming to me it was 180 to 179, I believe.
So he needed that strike.
Well, to make it comfortable, he should have had the strike in the first one. But yes, he needed that strike at the end. So we have ourselves a championship match of Ryan Powers versus Ryan Burks. So I'm making a really tough choice. I think
You
Ryan,
think Ryan is
going to
win this match?
Ryan will win
I
this
agree.
match.
I think it's down.
I would put my money on it.
And that's big because you're not one to put your money on much.
No, I am a stingy person.
I think we need to adjust our camera a little bit here.
So Ryan Powers is so it's going to become Powers and Burks, okay?
Yeah, it's going to have to be. We could just say Ryan. We can't be wrong.
That's correct. But Powers is taking his warm-up shots. Ryan's move over. I think he gets a few practice shots
I think
too.
they each get 2 balls on
Yeah.
the championship pair here on 13 and 14.
Powers has patiently been waiting.
He has been.
He's got the pink hammer.
So while the players are taking their warm-up shots, let's thank our tournament host and our tournament sponsors. So many thanks out to Revolutions Lanes and Fun Center proprietors Brian and Jackie Panini. Our sponsors, JDR Electric, CMN Trucking, Miller Tires, Storm Bowling, Brunswick Bowling, Berkey Turkey's Bro Shop. Check out their website at btbowlingsupply.com. And the Northwest Senior Missouri Bowlers Tour. Please check out their Facebook page and look for upcoming tournaments that they'll be hosting. I'm pretty sure, I see their banner hanging here in the center, but I don't know if there's anything left in April. But I know they'll have a fresh group of tournaments scheduled up in the fall. So the Northwest Senior Missouri's Bowling Tour is a highly competitive scratch bowling tour for competitive bowlers aged 50 and over. They have a number of great tournaments during the year. Dan Schmierbach, the tournament director, puts a lot of work into finding tournament sponsors and prize money for the tournament. They're well-run events. So if you are 50 or older, male or female, looking for a scratch bowling tournament club, consider the Northwest Senior Missouri Bowlers Tour. I'm Monty Smith with Rhonda Brown, and we are here behind lanes 13 and 14 at Revolution's Lanes and Fun Center, and we will be getting underway with our championship match momentarily.
Just so you know, the senior bowling's turn. I can reach out and crane my neck over to the spanner. I believe that we have the Bowlmore Lanes Route 66 tournament on May 18th and 19th.
Well, there you go, May 18th and 19th, the Senior Bowling Tour. So Facebook, look for him on that page, and if you're interested, message Mr. Dan Schmierbach, tournament director. So last year, Ryan Powers won this event. He found a shot off the gutter with that Pink Widow hammer, and he had a look nobody else had, and he just mowed everybody down. I've talked to him quite a bit yesterday and today, and his game plan is Pink Widow, Purple Hammer. And I said, well, what's going to happen if you don't have a look with either one? He said he didn't know.
He said hope. He was going to throw it and hope.
So we'll see what he can do here.
Recall, too, that they're allowed to change the surface on their ball after each session.
Each match is considered a round, so
Exactly.
they're allowed to touch up the surface. And one thing, Brian walked into the pro shop this morning, and I was in there with him, and he bought 2 fresh Abralon pads, so he had that to dress up his ball
There you
today.
go.
And a lot of the bowlers I talked to them, especially the ones that were successful, they kept fresh surface on their bowling ball at every opportunity, and 500 seemed to be the favorite surface. One bowler I talked to, he has a tremendous amount of ball speed, and he is actually on a big ASIM, a new release big ASIM, he was putting 360 surface on that bowling ball.
Looks like velvet.
Digs in like tractor tires. Okay, we're waiting for the practice mode to go off and the competition mode to come on. And we're just a moment away. And we're ready to play. So Mr. Powers is going to start us off on lane 13. He's going to play that extreme outside line.
So he's going to begin and finish. Begin first and finish last.
And there it is, 10 back for Mr. Powers. Boy, that Pink Widow looked really good coming off the gutter.
Somebody was complaining yesterday about the thunk, thunk, thunk of the thumb hole, and you know what? He just grinned.
Doesn't matter. What matters is how those pins jump off the deck.
Exactly.
Oh, someone popped out of the back on Ryan. That's a good job, Ryan. Step off the approach, reset yourself.
It looks like Jackson.
Excellent shot for Ryan. That 10 pin was a little late falling, but it fell.
That 6-pin did its job.
That 6-pin didn't do a whole lot for Daryl Kaiser a couple shots ago.
I know.
All right, Ryan Burks is.
That was an oh my goodness shot.
It was.
We have to put that behind us now.
Yes, we do. All right, Ryan in the second frame here up on lane 13. that little double dribble there.
It did, and it
Peeled
just like it split the Nile River.
I'm not sure what that ball is that Brian switched to, but it certainly is giving the best look that he's had. He bowled very well today, but he also bowled very well throwing the Ryan Express. And right now, he's got that ball shaping up. All right, Ryan Powers, second frame.
Oh, that 2-8.
I think he just got a mitt full on that one, and it just took off on him.
He's thinking. Not an easy spare.
No easy spares on this, and you throw a sleeper in there. I suspect he's just going to go
Straight
hard
up
and straight
at
at it.
Little hook, but he got them both.
Well, Brian Powers was telling me that Purple Hammer compared to the Pink Widow, the Purple Hammer just a lot cleaner through the front, a lot cleaner through the mid lane, and it's a little angular, gets it start farther down the lane, so it's reading toward the back of the pattern. And the Pink Widow's reading the mid lane hard and gives him a good angle going through the pins. I know he put 500 surface on the Pink Widow. He did touch up the purple, but I'm not sure if that was 500 or 1,000. Wow.
And a wrap 10 this time.
Little double dribble. He got that just a little bit right, I think, but it came right back to the pocket. And really the fact that the ball speed, I think, was up a little bit more. That's why he rung that 10 pin. Still an excellent shot.
There you go.
All right, excellent spare shot.
See what Ryan Burks can do to answer his.
Well, probably needs to make a real good shot
Last
here.
strike.
Keep the ball in the pocket.
Whoa.
10 back for Mr. Burks. Boy, that was
All
a high.
in the pit.
That was a high flush shot.
It was.
That was an explosion.
We've talked often about how we think the pocket is between the 1 and 3, and sometimes we think that we see it, what we think was right, but the ball's really coming in behind the head pin, and that the hot ball has to be higher on the head pin.
Yeah, I think a lot of bowlers, and we fall into that category. We're not high enough on the head pin, we're leaving corners, and we're a little frustrated. We got to get that ball a little higher up on that head pin to carry that true high flush strike.
Well, there it goes.
Well, Ryan, you
I
didn't
don't
think much of that shot, and I thought you might be in a little bit of trouble, but the bowling ball found a way to go left for you.
He didn't like it.
I think he stood up out of it a little bit, but look at that 5 pin. He got a little help off the wall there.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He left some on the. It wasn't like the
Yeah.
last one where they were all in the pit. He left some on the deck,
Oh,
but
no,
they were still
definitely,
down.
Definitely. All right, Ryan Powers. Good shot.
All right, Ryan
Really,
is answering.
really smoked that back. Now, I find when I'm bowling on 13 and 14 that 13 is a little slicker than 14, or at least there's a little less friction for whatever reason. And I think that's what Ryan saw on that last shot. Ball didn't quite shape up the way he was hoping to, but still came through and crushed it. Ryan bowls here plenty. He knows what's going on in this center lane to lane more than anybody else, really.
Exactly.
All right, Ryan Powers. 5th frame.
He didn't like
Okay,
it.
he didn't like it, but it's called a double.
That's
and
exactly
the rules
right.
say
You have to keep
that
it.
is correct. So,
You don't get any do-overs unless you bowl out a turn,
well,
and that's frowned
that's
upon.
true. Depending on the tournament you're in, you may not like what happens to your score.
Exactly.
All right, Ryan Burks, 5th frame. Got left.
And he still gets it the best line in the house.
Best line in the house. Well, 5-bagger out of the gate for Mr. Burks. So, RB, when you throw an errant shot and you strike, what's the best move?
Well, I try to put a better shot on it the next time.
And throw another strike up there and make it 6 in a row. Well, buckle up. Here we go. And
there
that
it is.
mixer's looking mighty good on lane 13.
It did deflect. It finished over the 9 pin.
Certainly
it was
did.
one of those traditional strikes, the 1, 5, 6, 9, and it didn't do the 8-9 split, but it still went down.
1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 9.
There
All
you go.
touched all
Thank you
three.
very much.
I knew what you meant. You had your 6 upside down. That's all the problem.
Yeah, please.
That looks a little better. Oh, my.
Do I see a 4-9?
Unfortunately, you
or
do.
4-5?
No,
I
it's
see a
4-9.
4-9.
4-9. That ball. I liked the delivery. I liked it at the bottom of the swing. He got the ball, hit down into the ball, and
I think he's thinking to himself that shot was better than that result.
it definitely was.
And he went for it.
He had to go for it.
Yeah.
At the situation he's in right now, I mean, Ryan's. We don't want to say he's perfect through 5 frames, do we, or 6 frames? We don't want to say that. So when your opponent out of the gate with 6-bagger, you got to think that you're going to shoot a very high game, and you got to get every pin you have. And this isn't the grind out that we've been seeing here this afternoon.
No.
And for those of you tuning in, this is a really hard shot. It's amazing what's going on here right now. We've had several matches today that bowlers aren't proud of their scores, but they're proud of the result.
Well, especially because this is fresh.
Well, and that's really where the urethane comes in, and that's what I was talking with Ryan Powers about. All right, Ryan Burks going for number 7.
Well,
he didn't like it. Well, through the face for a split. So, I mean, Ryan's still in the driver's seat here.
right.
The smart thing to do here is get 1 pin, because 1 pin's going to count as 2 pins on those strikes.
Exactly.
And then get back on track in the 8th frame on lane 13. Now, the way hard as Ryan throws it, he could bounce this out.
He could.
Oh! Bounce it out. He just made it. And that's a big shot right there.
I think that Ryan just smashed pie in our face.
I think he did.
Like, what are you people talking about?
He'd like to smash pie in my face, I'm sure. So, look at that. We should have a video of that. Oh, we do. Do you think we could make a slow motion video and put sound effects on it?
Wah, wah.
Little inside joke there. There you go, Ryan.
There you go.
We
Not
were
that
bowling
I
the
wanted-
local house tournament, and Rhonda and I were in the championship match, and I threw a nice shot. I needed it, and I left a little blower 7 pin, and it wiggled and it wobbled and it didn't fall down, and Ryan made a slow motion video and posted it on Facebook for me.
Are you going to tell them who won?
Or Rhonda Brown won.
Yes, you did.
There you go, Ryan. Ryan Powers.
The good news is that there was a pot, a special pot that day that you could bet you could win, and we both bet on it.
And we split the pot
We did. We
before the
couldn't lose it.
championship match.
We couldn't lose
That's
it.
right.
All right, so Ryan Powers has got to strike.
Yeah,
He's
got
got
a
to
strike
keep him
here.
going.
I don't think realistically there's a way that Ryan Burks is going to lose this.
No, but he's not going to give up here.
Oh, absolutely he's not. Oh,
You know,
beautiful shot from Ryan Powers. Not much else you can do. I'm confident he would tell us he made the shot he wanted to make from the way he rolled that bowling ball on the return. He didn't think there's anything wrong with that shot at all.
he came up a little high on the head pin like we say you need to, and it just didn't cooperate for him. Good it's spare.
Well, what's Mr. Powers' max score?
Well, we're going to
right
look right now. We have a 212.
212? Okay.
Yes.
Ryan's got 198 without bowling.
Right. And this will count twice if he strikes.
Well, there's that tooth
Oh.
pin, and can it get any better?
I think that's it. That's a 218, right? 98,
I can't-
108, 18? That's
I
a
can't.
218 right there.
He's got 218 already.
Well, because he's got 188, and then the 2 strikes, that's worth 30.
188, 198, 218, and that's only in the 8th frame. Well,
There it
there we
is.
go.
Well, I think right now, because he's won, he needs to go for that 278.
Oh, I think he should go all the way for it.
I agree.
Why not? Well, he has a chance to shoot the highest game of the tournament. The highest game of the tournament is in the 250s. The highest game on this pattern among a lot of these bowlers was in the sweeper on Friday night with 268, but that was in the sweeper. So let's see what we can do here.
Ah,
Well,
Rhonda spoke too soon.
no, that's okay. I don't think he really cares.
Don't either. He
I
can
was-
hand himself his own
I have
check.
a sneaking suspicion that if he manages to shoot 258, no, he's going to shoot 2. He's already got it. He's got the high game of the tournament.
There you
because
go.
It's going to be in the 260s. Well, there's your 2024 Missouri Masters champion,
Ryan
Mr. Ryan
Burks.
Burks.
Good job, Ryan. Ryan Powers will finish up here, and we will have presentations. And of course,
on that shot when gets the 8 pin to fall down, or probably 4 or 5 frames ago, it would have stood there and mocked him. But, well, great bowling in the championship match.
great bowling to watch for 2 days.
And Ryan Powers shot a game that would have won most matches in this tournament, but not this one.
Exactly, not today at this time. Ryan Powers is probably not very happy with how things fell during this match, but he sure bowled great for
No,
2
he
days.
bowled great for 2 days. He bowled every squad. He was in the top of the leaderboard every squad.
There you go.
You had many re-entries as you liked, but your highest score seeded you into the tournament.
I do believe, I'm going to correct you, that there was one where Mr. Alan Moore was ahead. Am I wrong?
Well, he led that squad with a 614,
Right.
but he still made the 32 match play field.
Yes.
There were only 6 bowlers out of 111 entries that shot 600 or better.
I know. It was tough. And I think the cut was 40 pins lower than it was last
The
year.
cut was way lower than it was last year, and after that B squad, there was a number of good scores on the B squad. I thought the cut was going to be higher than it was last year, and it
Right.
was significantly lower.
So we're finding, though, this time of the year, the weather's so unpredictable and things are changing. And
What had been very cool here last couple of days, and the air temperature and the relative humidity does have a lot to go. Oh, well, are we in error?
we must be. Oh,
That
we
this
know
is
what?
double elimination, so
Because
gotta
it's
be
double.
twice.
Oh, we
Wow.
got bonus bowling.
We are in error.
We are. We'll get it.
That's okay. Well, here we go.
Well, this makes me happy. And I'll
more
tell
bowling?
you why. Because how many times on TV have we had double elimination in how many of those
Right.
tournaments? And then the last match was winner take all.
Well, that's true. It's only fair.
I agree.
Well, here we go. Well, so much for the celebrations.
Well,
Get
we-
that cork back in that champagne bottle.
Exactly right. Well, we practiced our celebration speech, so now we know what to do. All right.
All right. Well, Ryan with the open here in the first frame.
That's right. So yeah, no, because of TV time and the cost of TV a lot in the men's tournaments, Or is it the women's ones?
Well,
or both?
I think both have experienced it where they didn't have
a double elimination for the winner of the winner's bracket.
Of the step ladder. Created some controversy among the players.
It did. It came, and fans in our house.
So.
All right.
There's Ryan Powers.
There he is.
So he's.
It's still early.
Yep. This is. Who knows what's going to happen here?
Well, I really hope. Ryan Powers does not probably hope this, but I really hope that this was as exciting as a couple that we had that were one-pin matches.
I think it's going to be. Pumping that hole. Gonna roll it.
It didn't. He sure hoped, though. I noticed that the pink ball has gone to bed. The purple one has come out to play. Oh, they do deflect, don't they?
Yes, it does. You can see it. The ball really deflected off the rack, and the ball was well behind the 10 pin, but it finished favoring the 10 pin, and that's when we leave that flat 10. Goodness.
Now that was an error.
I'm trying to think if I saw Ryan Powers miss a spare. No, I didn't watch every frame, but when he was in our view,
I can't remember.
I think he was making the spares, at least when we were watching.
Well, that's a lucky break for Ryan right now, so he knows what to do.
Ryan can strike here, then Ryan's in the driver's seat. And he went left. All right. He has 3 pin. That ball, he was fortunate that the ball didn't run away. Leaving a single pin was an excellent outcome on that shot.
There you go.
And there it is. Okay.
Rocket to the 3 pin.
That's right. Rocket to part of the pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ryan can
right,
strike here. He'll have a 1-pin lead.
If it gets a 9 count, we have a tie game, and we're all just in the beginning again.
Well, that was a much better shot from Mr. Burks right there.
It was. I think I noticed a different ball went down the lane. No?
No, well, I don't think so. It's hard to. Well, maybe it did. That looks like that NV Tour. Looks like there's an NV Tour and maybe a Quantum on the rack. I can't tell. But I do know that Ryan Powers is still on the Purple Hammer.
Well, Ryan Powers is definitely throwing a Purple Hammer,
Well,
and he's hungry now.
Oh, he is, because he knows how close he came
Exactly.
to being eliminated here, and it's almost like he's got a reprieve.
He did.
4th ring. He didn't like it. We heard it thumping the thumb hole because it's getting dead up the back of the ball.
It does that, but you could tell by his body posture.
Oh, no, you could tell he probably just grabbed it a little bit at the bottom, or maybe it started a little left on him because that ball was high through the head pin. Oh, I don't know.
And And another open frame.
When he started that shot, he laid the ball down. I thought he got it a little bit right of where he wanted it. And even though the track, not necessarily the track, but where they've both been playing in that same relative area, but he just got a little right of where they've been drying it up.
Right.
Ball, and there was 9 loads to the gutter. That just sucked that ball right straight down the lane. Well, Ryan liked that ball. He got
sure
down to
did.
take a good look at it. He's made 2 really good ball changes here in these last couple of matches.
It's so interesting how the lanes go, and you only have 2 people, and there's only been 1 game between the 2 of them. And that's already, you can tell that things are changing.
Absolutely. Well, both of these players have a 400 plus rev rate, so there's 2 bowlers on the pair, but it's kind of like your average league having 4 or 5 bowlers on the pair.
Good way to look at it. See if he likes it. No, he didn't.
I didn't think it was that bad of a shot, and it just, I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, but it's a washout.
Well, Ryan can make he can make this.
Exactly.
It's not an easy shot, but it can be made. It's made on a regular basis. Trying to see what that ball is. It looks like it's a storm ball.
Is it a black or dark code?
It could be that virtual energy blackout, and he converts it.
Is that
That's
Evo?
that's that Vibo, that new
Vibo,
ball that's out by some of the
virtual
players that have shined up. One of the bowlers that did well and was eliminated earlier, Dalton Cook, he had one that had a little polish on it, and he was covering a lot of boards with that ball, playing that tougher inside line and doing very well with it, and that's what it looks like. Yep. Ryan Powers, 5th frame. Yeah, right through the face. I didn't want to put the kiss of death on Ryan Burks when he was shooting that washout, but I was going to make reference back to his college bowling days. And then the one thing that we got to coach a college team for a few years, going to all those tournaments. I mean, the college bowlers washout conversion rate, I think, is higher than the PBA.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
they just must practice that all day long. And they put a washout down quick.
It's that one washout that Wesley Lowe threw in Leavenworth that one day, and he just pointed, "Hey, you, go pick that up." And the kid came out.
They subbed him in. They subbed in. Wesley Lowe left the washout. Wesley's, if you don't know, is a lefty. And they subbed in a right-handed bowler to shoot it.
Yes, and he came in cold.
Came in cold.
Picked that thing
and
up
made a
like
perfect
it was
shot
nothing.
at it. Yep, made a perfect shot at it.
We all just stood there and go, "Wow." Oh, listen to that.
I
Little
liked it.
thumb hole.
I
no
like that
nothing.
shot.
Right down about 2. Let's see that.
Yeah, watch this ball.
Oh, yeah.
Just bang,
About
right
3,
there.
4.
Boy, 10 in the pit. Excellent shot. 6th frame for Ryan Burks. Uh-oh. Well, went in Brooklyn. Left the makeable. Wasn't his best shot.
Is it a 3-pin there?
And then just a 3-pin.
So for a recap in the 5th frame, Ryan now has 95 and Ryan Powers. So Ryan Burks has 95 and Ryan Powers has 76 in the 5th frame. Ryan Powers is starting the last 5 with a strike in the 6th, and Ryan Burks will have a spare. Rocket to the 3-pin.
So Ryan has a 19-pin lead, but since Ryan Powers is on a strike, who knows? Jump in
Right.
there and close the gap with a double and a triple. And I think it's important right here for Ryan Burks to throw a strike so he can put himself in a position to keep up.
That would sound like a plan.
It off his hand. I think it just got going a little forward and didn't quite create an angle to trip out that 4-pin. Here we go on the replay. Yeah, just came in, did not
light.
turn the corner. So, I mean, Ryan's real good at staying behind the ball, and sometimes when he's bowling very well, and he's bowling very well today, obviously. He'll get the ball rolling forward a little bit. Doesn't get the motion that he's looking for.
Good job for Ryan Burks. We'll see how Ryan Powers answers.
No, this is a big shot here
because
from
he's
Mr.
working
Powers.
that strike, so that strike will give him the count of the next 2 balls.
He needs to take his time, really commit to the shot. Boy, he liked that one.
He did.
He was celebrating that shot off his hand.
He was. If he strikes here, he might just take the lead.
I think if he strikes here, he will take the lead temporarily, but it'd be very important for Ryan Burks to strike. If he doesn't strike here, he's still going to be behind. Boy, he got up the back of that ball. Crunch.
He split that 8-9, but the 9 was just kind of dancing around there for a little bit.
Here it is again. Got a lot on that one. He projected it out onto the lane. He was about 1/8 of an inch from stoning the 9-pin on that shot.
He was. There was another pin trying to come and help him out too, though luckily for him, in case that 9-pin got
Probably
stubborn.
the 2-pin coming off the sidewall.
Right, here's Ryan's answer. Ryan Burks is up.
Oh boy, Ryan Burks is in trouble now. Not a good shot.
Ryan takes his count.
All right, so what do we got here?
Ryan has 141 in the 8th with the open. And Ryan Powers has got 106 in the 6th. Basically 136 in the 7th. It'll depend on what he puts up on the 9th. But Ryan Burks needs to strike, I believe. It would be a good thing.
Oh, I think he does. I think he's got to strike to keep some pressure on Mr. Powers.
Make him show up.
There's the blower 7. I thought that 7 was going to stand in defiance, but he got it to fall out.
There's the 7-pin that fell out. We'll look at the scoreboard.
Well, as it's come down to, and as we've said all day long,
10th frame. And
Ryan Powers is in a
opens.
position to control his destiny. He makes a good shot here. I don't think he necessarily needs to strike. He just needs to make a good shot, get that count. He's going to take the lead.
He's got a max 226. Ryan has a max of 201. Ryan Burks, that is.
He got that out a little bit, but it came back.
He liked it.
Interesting to see the replay. I think he looked to me like he got that ball touched right.
Well,
No, maybe not. But he sure got it to come back.
He sure did.
Threw everything at that 7-pin.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes because the 10th frame has been killer for some. So, but again, like you said, Mr. Powers has his fate of his match in his hands.
Well, this is a double elimination tournament, and although Ryan Powers lost that first match, he has to be defeated twice.
Right.
Oh, almost disastrous. I'm not sure what we got. So Ryan has a possible 201.
240, 85, 95, and count and 6 pins. So a spare and 6 pins.
Spare and 6 pins.
I do believe. Spare and 7 pins.
For the win.
For the win.
He's got it.
It does.
Okay, so 7 for the shutout.
All right, so we miscalled it before. And we have, he's up to 95, 195, and 7 pins for the win.
7 pins for the win. Okay. Looks good. I believe that's 7 pins. And
congratulations to Ryan Powers.
Ryan Powers is the 2024 Missouri Masters champion for the 2nd year in a row. And I had already awarded it to Ryan Burks.
We had.
But
Shame
we
on
forgot
us.
it was a double elimination
we
format.
did.
Well, didn't need it after all.
That's right.
Well, congratulations.
To Ryan Powers, and Ryan Burks gets to take home a nice check.
Yep, 2nd place.
And he has, for 2 years in a row, organized quite the tournament.
Oh, absolutely. So our sponsors, Revolutions Lanes and Fun Center, Brian and Jackie Manini, proprietors, JDR Electric, C&M Trucking, Miller Tires, Storm Bowling, Brunswick Bowling, Berkey Turkeys, Pro Shop. Check out their website, btbowlingsupply.com, and the Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour. We'll have our awards presentations here momentarily. Congratulations to Ryan Powers. And Ryan, when you watch this replay, I apologize. I forgot it was a double elimination, and I thought that Ryan Burks had won. So you came back and you won the tournament. You led it. You bowled great. You deserved to win the event.
And pink
congratulations.
And purple, all 2 days.
Oh, pink hammer, purple hammer, all 2 days, right?
I don't know which one. These 2 of them on me this time.
I think we have a presentation coming up.
Let's get that check. Get that check. Get that big bird. Let's get the big bird now.
Bring down the big eagle.
Where's that dry erase marker?
Oh, goodness.
Here it comes.
Photo op.
Indeed. Photo op. There he is. Here. You going to show the camera the trophy? Well, up and turn around.
There you go.
There you go. Good job. It's awesome.
Photo op. What? That's cool.
No, come on. We do it
pictures
again.
of him with the bird?
I don't know about pictures, but we have them on video.
All right, well, let me get this check out there.
Oh, now you don't need your glasses.
I know. Well, you shouldn't win tournaments.
$1,000, ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't have to change the name from last year.
No. Right. You had to change the 3 to a 4.
There you go.
And Same name.
Congratulations to Ryan Powers, 2024 Missouri Masters champion.
Well, I know you asked.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
He wanted to take the check home last year, remember?
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. So this concludes our coverage of the 2024 Missouri Masters from Revolution Lanes and Fun Center.
This has been an
It
experience.
certainly has.